calling immediate neonatal assessment. And by immediate neonatal assessment, we mean assessing how healthy a baby is within the first seconds of being born. I mean, literally the first seconds of life, you're trying to decide how healthy a baby is. And why is this necessary? This is necessary because actually childbirth is a very, very dangerous and difficult process, in fact. I'm not going to have time to go through lots of medical detail, but I'll just try and give you an idea of what happens. All of us in this room at the moment are breathing in oxygen, and our cells are metabolising the oxygen, they're burning the oxygen, and we give off carbon dioxide. And that is happening via our lungs. So we breathe in oxygen into our lungs, the oxygen goes into the blood goes around the body, cells burn the oxygen, and then we give off carbon dioxide. Okay, that's called gaseous exchange or oxygen exchange, and it's obviously vital for life. That's what life is. Cells metabolising. So in childbirth, the baby, when the baby is inside the mother, the baby is taking its oxygen in via the umbilical cord. So oxygen goes into the baby via the umbilical cord. The baby processes oxygen. The baby is metabolising. The baby's cells metabolize and they burn the oxygen, and it gives off carbon dioxide. And the carbon dioxide comes out of the umbilical cord, and then it goes via the placenta into the mother's blood. So the baby is breathing, is taking in oxygen through the umbilical cord, and then giving out carbon dioxide. And they say this is vital for life. As part of labour, oxygen supply into the umbilical cord can get interrupted. Actually, each time the womb contracts, when childbirth starts, the womb contracts to push the baby out. Each time the womb contracts, the blood supply to the placenta, the blood supply is interrupted. So in a sense, this is a bit like holding your breath. So each time the womb contracts, it's a bit like the baby is holding its breath. At the beginning of labour, the womb contracts. Maybe it contracts for 15 to 30 seconds, and then it relaxes for maybe 5 minutes. That's okay, that's like hold your breath for 15 seconds, everyone can do that. By the end of labour, as the baby is being pushed out, the womb is contracting. Maybe it contracts for 1 minute, and then it relaxes for 1 minute. This is a bit like holding your breath for 1 minute and then breathe for 1 minute. And you think maybe you can do that, hold your breath for 1 minute, think you can do that. By the end of labour, this last process of labour may be going on, maybe goes on for 1 hour, maybe 2 hours. If there's problems with the baby, maybe it can go on for 4 hours. If you try as an adult, try holding your breath for 1 minute and breathing for 1 minute, and then you try doing that for 4 hours, it's actually very difficult. Actually what happens is the oxygen levels in the blood are going down gradually. So as part of normal labour, the oxygen levels are going down in the baby. And then if there's a problem, like the umbilical cord can get wrapped around the neck sometimes, and that can interrupt the blood supply more, and that can cause lack of oxygen. So lack of oxygen is something which happens in labour, and if labour goes wrong, takes too long, or the baby gets stuck or something, the baby can actually get severe lack of oxygen, which we call asphyxiation. And so it's like being strangled or drowning, no oxygen. So what happens when the body has no oxygen? It eventually keeps two organs alive, the heart and the brain. Eventually, as oxygen levels go down, the cells start dying because the cells need oxygen to live. So eventually, you start getting brain cell death, so you get brain damage, and then ultimately the heart will stop, and then you get death. And so brain damage and death can occur as a result of the baby being born. And so some babies, when they're first born, have brain damage or even could be dead. Actually, they say even in a good quality of care, maybe 5 babies per 1,000 births can be damaged. That's a lot, 5 per 1,000. So it's actually a very dangerous process. So I was working with a team of doctors, and we want to know how has this baby been brain damaged or died? Brain damage, we know it was dead. But what we're actually looking for is how much oxygen starvation has it had, and has it possibly had brain damage, and we might need to give some care. So how are we going to do that? The baby is 1 second old. We can't ask the baby. So we wanted a method to try and assess the state of the baby. So what they do is, when the baby is literally first born, and before it even starts breathing, they clamp the umbilical cord. They put clamps on the umbilical cord. One on the baby's tummy and one on the mother, and then they cut the umbilical cord, and then they take the baby and they maybe give care to the baby, and then they carry on and look after the mother. Okay? In the umbilical cord, you have a little section, maybe about 5 to 10 centimetres long, really like about the size of a pen, something like that. And inside that umbilical cord, you have the oxygenated blood, you have the blood which was going into the baby and the blood coming out of the baby. So you have the input and output blood to the baby. So basically, I'm not going to go into the detail of this, but basically you need to take some measurements which are to do with the oxygen and carbon dioxide. Actually, we don't measure directly the oxygen and carbon dioxide for technical reasons, which I won't go into. We instead measure 2 other variables called the pH. The pH is the acidity of the blood, and some other variable. And just to give an idea, the pH, the acidity of the blood, this is related to carbon dioxide. With carbon dioxide is CO2, water is H2O. So water and carbon dioxide gives you H2CO3, which is carbonic acid. So carbon dioxide in the blood makes the blood acidic. So the more carbon dioxide is, the more acidic the blood is. So you're sort of measuring indirectly the carbon dioxide and oxygen content. It doesn't matter about the details. It basically turns out we want 4 numbers, which are to do with 2 numbers, it's to do with the blood going in and the blood coming out of the baby. So you have these 4 numbers. So you have 4 numbers. You take the blood out the umbilical cord, you take it into a syringe, you put the blood into a blood gas machine, it gives out these numbers. You look at these 4 numbers, and then you can tell whether the baby's has lack of oxygen. Except it's very difficult. It's actually a very difficult task. And you want this done on every delivery, and these experts done, the babies are being born 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. So my task as a PhD student was create a computer expert system. So I'm going to create a computer expert system to do this blood gas analysis. So here, this is a blood gas machine, you put the blood in here. The blood gas machine analyses it, it's connected to the computer. The computer looks at those numbers and gives out an assessment of how asphyxiated the baby is, how damaged the baby is, and prints out results. So this was my task as a PhD student. So I went away, I built my system, I came back, I finished, I said to my professor, I finished, here's my system. And he says, well, how do we know whether it works? I said, well, it works. We put the numbers in and you get a number out. The number out tells you how sick the baby is. He said, well, is it giving you the right answer? So we know, my system is telling you how ill the baby is. So how do we know that, how do I know if this system is working? So there's no other existing system. This is the first one in the world I've built the system. And there's no database of correct answers. So, how do I tell whether the system is correct or not? I said I was working with a research team of experts, human experts. So I thought, this was my idea as a PhD student, right, I'll test my system and I'll ask the experts to tell me what the answer is. Seems straightforward. So, I picked 50 sick babies. These are not 50 babies at random, because by this point I had a database of, let's say, 10,000 babies. If I just picked at random, most of them would be healthy. So I picked 50 sick ones, and I gave the blood test results from these 50 sick babies. I gave them to 6 experts, so like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people, and said, you tell me, these are world-leading experts who have published research papers on blood gases and this sort of thing. So they knew how to do it. So I gave the experts the results and told them, and I said, what to do is, I said, do a rank order. So label the baby number 1 if it's the sickest baby. So we have them in order from 1 to 50. And that gives an order for the babies, and then I'm going to compare the order that the experts have put it in to my computer system and check whether the order that my computer system gives is the same as the experts. Okay? And I asked these 6 experts in like exam conditions. So each person was asked, they didn't look at each other, they just did it on their own. So 6 experts did the results on their own, and I compared them against my system. So this is a sort of an example of the sort of results I have. I have babies, each row is a baby, so I have a fuzzy system, and this baby, my fuzzy system said number 1. This is the sickest baby. And maybe I have 6 experts, and they all said the baby was sickest. Baby number 2, I say baby number 2, this is a baby, my fuzzy system said it was second worst, and 4 of the experts said it was second worst, but 1 expert said it was 4th and 1 said 8th. I present these results like this now. On the x-axis, I have the number that my fuzzy system gave it. So this is baby number 1. This is the baby that my system said was baby number 1. Yeah? And what I've then done is plotted a dot on the y-axis. I've plotted a dot on the y-axis at each position that the experts said. So here, there's 6 dots on top of each other, because all 6 experts said baby number 1 was the sickest. So, if it was perfect agreement, I would get a straight line through here. If you look at this baby number 2, you see 4 experts said baby number 2 was baby number 2. 1 expert said 4th worst, and 1 said 8th worst. So these 2 experts are saying something different. Actually, if we start looking on, when we have separation on the y-axis, that means my experts are giving me different answers. So here, this one here, baby number 12. 1 expert said 9, 10, 11, nobody said 12, 9, 10, 11, 14, 15, 16. So my 6 experts are giving me different answers. If you ask human beings if you give human beings a difficult decision-making task, you get differences of opinion. And this is called inter-expert variation. Different people give you different answers. That's well known, actually. It's not particularly surprising. I mean, actually, the overall agreement here, if you do the overall agreement on the statistics, you get 0.95. So it's actually a very good agreement, but you still get this variation. And maybe this sort of variation here. I started getting interested in this, so I did a second experiment. In the second experiment, I've got 2 of my experts, let's say you 2, and I've got them to volunteer, and they did the test the second time. Remember, they did it under exam conditions. So they did the results, and I took away their answers. And a month later, I said, do it again. And they did it again. So you see here, baby number 1, both experts, both times, we've got 2 triangles for A and A 1 month later, an expert B and expert B 1 month later. So baby number 1, 2 circles and 2 triangles on top of each other. Both experts said baby number 1 was the sickest baby both times. And in fact, as I say, these were real results. In fact, baby number 1 actually died later. And so it seems to be the sickest baby. Baby number 2, expert B said baby number 2 both times, and expert A said 3 both times. And look at this baby, number 3. Expert B said 6 both times, but expert A, the first time did the test, said 5, and the second time 9. As you look along here, there's separation in the y-axis. That's the expert saying something different to themselves. So expert B said 12 and then 14, and expert A said 10 and 19. If you give human beings a difficult decision-making problem, not only do you get differences between people, but actually if I give you or me the task and ask you to repeat it, we vary. We vary with ourselves. We're not perfect decision makers. This is called intra-expert variation. So this is I disagree with myself. And maybe this is perhaps a bit more surprising. But if you think about it, you know, your students, if you're taking a really difficult exam, very difficult exam, and you do it, and maybe 1 month later you have to do the very same difficult exam, you don't give exactly the same answers. You forget the answers slightly, so you give different answers. So, this is, computers give the same answers all the time, so that's good. As a PhD student, by this point I just finished my PhD, and I got interested in this topic, and this is the topic I've now been working on for the next 20